Boy, there is a lot going on around Carolina athletics, college football with the upcoming season and all the different conferences making announcements. Had a long conversation with Bubba Cunningham, the athletic director here at UNC, about all of these current event topics. Part 1 on our website and through the social channels yesterday. Hope you can go back and find that. And please enjoy Part 2 of our conversation with Bubba Cunningham. Earlier this week, you and John Montgomery, the executive director for the Rams Club, sent out an email letting everyone know there would be some changes this year. I think everybody expected those changes were likely to come. That's reduced capacity in Kenan Stadium and individual game tickets, no full season ticket packages this season. What was the process like coming to that choice?
Well, it was a little different. I mean, I have to admit, we had 94% renewal rate this year.
Wow.
And between the ticket office, our administrative staff, the Rams Club, they came to me with a plan and said, you know, we think we shouldn't have any season tickets this year. And I'm like, wait, that doesn't, on the surface, that doesn't sound like a great idea to me. And then they walked me through it and said, you know, just because it's going to be so unusual, we don't know how many games, we don't know who we're going to play, we don't know when we're going to play.
Right.
So then it started to make more sense. So then we said, all right, how do we provide the best options for our fans? And that's what we came up with, was let's give them 3 options. One is you can donate the money because, my goodness, we're going to need the money because our revenue is projected to be significantly lower if we can only have 20 or 30% occupancy in the stadium. We can have the money moved to the 21 season, or we can offer a refund. So that gives the customer the most opportunities. It gives us some opportunity to receive some of that as a gift. And we also think that we don't know in the next 3 months how many people we're going to be able to have in a stadium.
Sure.
So it gives us the maximum flexibility to have the most number of fans in for each particular game and the most number of people this particular season. So it's unusual, but I also think it's probably the best that we could have come up with.
I want to ask you about the finances in just a second because I know that's weighing heavily on your and a lot of people's minds right now. But let me quickly ask you about fans. What kind of numbers are you looking at right now as potential for people in the stadium?
We are looking at a lot of different scenarios. So we haven't talked to anyone in the state legislature. We haven't talked to the governor's office. We have had a brief conversation with the Orange County Health Department about what are we thinking. We don't have a plan yet. We're very premature in that, but we have scenarios. We're hopeful that we could get 20 to 30%. But again, that is all speculation at this point. It may or may not work, but that's what we're hoping to get to.
All right, let me ask you about the financial situation with reduced capacity at best in the football stadium this year and all the other question marks. I know it's something that weighs heavily on your mind right now. Where is the department in that regard? How are you trying to handle what could potentially be a difficult financial year?
Well, the same thing you mentioned, you know, how am I communicating with MAC? I'm trying to communicate with our department, with the university, to let them know that our entire financial model is built on football and basketball ticket sales and television. And if those are at risk, then our financial model is at risk. We are trying to provide opportunities for 800 student athletes to participate. And that's what we're trying, that's our goal. We recognize that this will be a down year financially. So how can the university support us in this year that's going to be bad financially? And then how can we recover over the next couple of years? So we have some time in the next couple of months to really come up with a better financial model, a better financial plan that will meet the needs of the students and meet the requirements of the university.
Bubba, you mentioned donations in one of your answers there about one of the potential options for fans as far as season tickets are concerned. And I know right now you're relying, or you can possibly rely heavily on Tar Heel fans. Donations could be a big part of helping out Carolina in a time that it needs some help.
It really can be, and it's a challenging time for us to even ask that question of our fans because there have been so many people that have been out of work. We understand that there's an awful lot of people in the country that are suffering. We know that people have had the coronavirus, but we also know we're trying to support 800 student athletes. We're trying to give them an incredible educational opportunity, and should you have the wherewithal to donate the ticket price back to us this year, that would be a fantastic gift for students that wouldn't otherwise have that opportunity. We could also roll it to 21, but gifts are going to be really important to sustaining our broad-based program over this year and many years into the future. So we appreciate anything that folks can do to help support those students.
It's been, gosh, nearly 5 months since students have been on campus here in Chapel Hill. That's all students, not just student athletes. Of course, you do have some student athletes that have returned, but I know, and we hope this is the case, I know everybody's going to be excited when students can return back here to UNC.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And I have really enjoyed seeing you over the last couple of months. But when the students come back, it is a lot more fun. I love seeing them. I've heard a lot of people that work at the university say, you know, this would be a great place if there weren't any students. They're dead wrong. It's way better when the students are here, and to have them back. So now we've got a lot of our teams back. We'll get the rest of them back next week, and it will really become a vibrant community. But we all have to abide by the community standards. We're sitting far enough away right now. But I've been wearing that mask. I mean, we started that promotion a couple of weeks ago. Is I want to go to school, I want to play. We're all wearing masks. We want you to wear a mask. We all have to do it if we're going to make this successful.